a program that could potentially help cover a large portion of your down payment with 0% interest. The program provides down payment and closing cost assistance in the form of a loan with 0% interest. You typically don't make monthly payments on that assistance loan. Instead, it's usually repaid later when you sell the home or refinance the property. Let's talk about what this actually means in the real world. Because when people think about buying a home, the biggest hurdle is usually the down payment, not the monthly payment, not the credit score, the down payment. Saving tens of thousands of dollars while also paying rent, raising a family, and covering everyday expenses is incredibly difficult. So, programs like these are designed to bridge that gap. The Covenant Homeownership Program can be combined with certain other mortgage programs and assistance options as well, which means in some situations, buyer can stack resources together to make purchasing a home more achievable. But here's something important I always tell clients. Programs like these are not automatic. There is a process. You typically need to work with a lender who is approved to participate in the program. You'll go through the normal steps of getting pre-approved for a mortgage, and you'll also need to verify eligibility through the Covenant program. That's why planning ahead matters, because the earlier you understand your options, the easier it becomes to move forward with confidence. And this is where having the right guidance really helps. Because buying a home isn't just about finding a property you love. It's about understanding financing strategies, timing, programs, and opportunity that most people never hear about. I've seen buyers assume they need years more savings before they can purchase a home. Then they learn about a program like this, and suddenly the timeline changes. Not because the process is easy, but because the right information changes the strategy. Now, one important note. Every situation is different. Loan guidelines change. Income limits vary by county, and eligibility depends on several personal factors. So this video is meant to give you an overview, not financial or legal advice. For specific guidance, you should always speak with a licensed lender or housing professional who can evaluate your situation. But if you're even curious about whether this program might apply to you, it's worth having the conversation, because the opportunity to reduce the upfront cost of buying a home can make a massive difference. And sometimes, as the biggest barrier to home ownership isn't income, is simply not knowing what resources exist. If you're exploring buying a home in Washington, or you want to understand your options, whether that's a traditional financing, down payment assistance programs, or planning your next move in the market, I'm always happy to walk through it with you. You can schedule a consultation using the link below. We'll talk through your goals, your timelines, and whether programs like the Covenant Homeownership Program might be part of your path to owning a home. Because the smartest real estate decision starts with good information. And the sooner you have that information, the more options you have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.